Hello and welcome to Internet Culture. This video corresponds to Quiz 4 and chapters 2.1 and 2.2 in Internet, the book. Please remember to pay attention to the deadline for the Internet Discovery post and also the deadline for Quiz 4. In chapter 2, we're dealing with computer-mediated communication, two paths, bandwidth, high bandwidth and low bandwidth. It's time. So are we communicating in real time? That is synchronous time, that is we're synchronized together, or asynchronous. I send you an email message, you go to sleep, you email me back. I'm digging in the yard and I don't see it until later that night. These technologies don't rely on co-presence. Think about how they're different than face-to-face communication, right? We have these factors of time. We have the ideas of persistence. That is, if you write something on a piece of paper, it's there, right? You see it on a Post-it note. It persists. If you say it, hello, it goes into the air. It's evanescent, right? Like the vapor. It disappears. Anonymity, which is, do we know who we're speaking to if we're only using written texts? So we have email, which is low bandwidth, it's text-based, and it's asynchronous. Another way to think about the tools of CMC is whether it's a push or pull technology. In general, we can say that push technology is not necessarily initiated by the user. Where pull technology is, I'm going out, I'm looking for this information, I'm pulling it to me. The lines do get blurry because when you think about podcasts, right, you say, okay, I'm going to subscribe to this podcast, but it's going to be pushed to me on a weekly basis. Whenever they produce this podcast, it will be pushed to my computer. When I plug in my MP3 player, it will be downloaded. It will be pushed onto this device. RSS, real simple syndication. Is that a push or a pull technology, do you think? A chat room, so if you think about kind of old school internet, the chat room is there's a bunch of people in the room, you might see their usernames appearing, and everybody is there talking at the same time. It's synchronous. You may not be able to follow the conversation, but if you're paying attention to who is talking, you can respond to them, they can respond to you. It is anonymous, right, because we have avatars. It's not like a video chat where you see my face and there's a certain identity. Avatars carry a certain amount of identity, and you may not, trash somebody. Yo, crazy dude, 1492, why'd you say that about me? Why you be dissing? Video and audio conferencing are considered high bandwidth. If time is a factor, that is, if it's synchronous communication, it's generally higher. Anything that uses audio, sound, or moving pictures, that increases it. Shared application, so we could be working in a piece of software together. That also increases the amount of bandwidth necessary. Shared application, so we could be working in a piece of software together. That also increases the amount of bandwidth necessary. When I'm talking about bandwidth, I'm talking about the kind of pipe, the data pipe, so the information is flowing. And I think you guys know what I'm talking about, like when you're on the internet and you say, oh man, the internet is really slow today. If it's taking a long time for the page to load, that's because the data stream is being choked by either multiple users or there's maybe an infrastructure problem. One very impressive tool of CMC is the P2P or peer-to-peer file sharing architecture, which lets users share information, share files. Of course, there's all kinds of legal issues that arise with that. Follow the links about internet service providers and file sharers, and there's a series of videos that describe the Pirate Bay trials and the issues involved with that. Also, pay attention to what the Digital Millennium Copyright Act is. Are you guilty of, what's the acronym? Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Are you guilty of DMCA violations? The EFF, the Electronic Frontier Foundation, fights against what they consider to be anti-competitive or unfair practices or even infringements upon our free speech. Netiquette. When we email someone, There are 5 things that Cantoni and Tardini say that we should pay attention to. 1. Assume publicity. 2. Avoid spamming. 3. Flame off. Don't get into a war with a troll. 4. Be brief. 5. Observe good form. Don't cuss and use bad grammar. Be a good netizen. Email is like a letter, like a written letter. It is asynchronous. It is not pervasive. It is persistent. It is immediate, and it is direct. Please enjoy the dramatic reading of a real breakup letter. What is missing from CMC? What is ostention? Ostention is gestures, facial expressions, tone of voice. Tone of voice. Pauses and silences. How do we make up for ostention in the computer-mediated communication environment? We use emoticons. We use different styles of writing for emphasis. WTF, mate? Do you know of people who commonly misuse computer-mediated communication? Have you been broken up with? Or are you the breakee? Liam Sullivan offers an especially poignant, if not offensive, warning against text message breakups, breaking upage. Remember to pay attention to the deadline for the quiz. Remember to pay attention to the deadline for the Internet Discovery post. That is all. I will see you on the internet.